This is Pierre Brisebois in Mexico, in Nuevo Vallarta at the beautiful El Tigre golf course. Let's talk about wedges. Let's talk about our short game. I've got my 5 wedges with me. Yeah, you heard me right. I've got 5 wedges. I've got a pitching wedge, a gap wedge, sand wedge, lob wedge, and an extra lob wedge, which is 64 degrees. Essentially, I've got 4 different angles, 4 different lobs. And they all have 4 degrees of difference in between each other. So if my extra lob wedge has 64 degrees, the lob wedge got 60, the sand wedge has got 56 degrees, the gap wedge got 50, and my pitching wedge got 46 degrees. Why do I have 5 wedges? Well, simply put, I'm not as good as Tiger. I'm not as good as these guys on the PGA Tour, which means that I'm missing a lot of greens in regulation. And by doing so, if I need to play scratch, I need a lot of up and down. And to simplify my approach, the idea behind having 5 wedges is to have the same position, same body position, same ball position, same club position, and same motion. By having the same position and the same motion, I've got a single swing. But I've got 5 different results because I've got 5 different lofts. And on top of having 5 different lofts, I've got 5 different degrees of bounce here, which means that the club will react according to the bounce. When I have a lot of bounce, the club will skid. When I've got a club with almost no bounce, the club will dig. So depending on the lie that I need to manage, I will choose the proper club. Now let's say that I take my initial position by respecting my 5-step rule. I'm gonna go 1, positioning the ball in between the big toes. 2, opening up my front foot at a 45-degree angle. And then 3rd, I'll put the heel back so that now the angle is at 20 degrees here. 4, I will bring about 75% of my weight over my front foot by simply moving my waist forward. I won't be moving my head forward. I'll be moving my pelvic girdle, hips forward. And then I'm going to choke down and measure so that I'm about the width of a fist here in between my left or front hand and front leg. And finally, once I'll swing, I want to have my left side initiating my motion back, down, and through by going in a linear fashion, not in a circular fashion. I want to move the club straight back, straight down, and I want to keep it as long alongside the line of my flight. And finally, the triangle formed by my arms, club, and shoulders will move in unison, in a one-piece fashion, so that I can hit the ball first and then hit the ground. I want to compress the ball against the ground by having my weight forward, my center of gravity forward, and having forces coming from the front side, in my case my left side. It will be definitely easier to hit the ball first and then hit the ground. I want to see a pivot moving in front of the ball, not underneath the ball, and definitely not behind the ball. Let's have a look at the look of it. Nice chip shot. Go in. Too bad to hit the ball. It was going in the hole. So obviously, once you'll practice with different clubs, you'll see different ball reactions, and you'll be able to manage how the ball obviously reacts in different lie conditions on the golf course. Take care and good golf.